It's a great product. Actually, I have a big crib with the product. Now I can't tell my kids those tickets are not available, they're not going. Because they log on to it and they say, Dad, tickets are available.
Give me your credit card.
And I'm a very frequent user.
It's very inspirational because I think this young lad was only 25
Yes.
when he started the
Yes.
company, almost a candidate for an IPO.
It's not a one-night stand, as you said. The other company that was talked about in the year was Snapdeal.com, and that was because of the kind of money that they saw coming in as well. One crore subscribers, 250 crores in venture capital in just 18 months. Kunal Behel and Rohit Bansal's couponing coup Snapdeal.com is today amongst one of the most recognizable online brands in the country. And cashing in on this high, the duo is now looking to touch revenues of 500 crore rupees by 2012.
Well, I think it's a very good team. They've done a good job of building the brand. I think everybody knows about Snapdeal as well.
Yeah.
There is concern in some...
What is with all you guys advertising on television? I mean, it's Zomato, you know, Snapdeal, Flipkart. I mean, the television has been taken over by the internet.
I think there is this belief in, and rightly so, I think, amongst internet companies that either you're number one or number two or you don't exist.
Yeah. Yeah.
So therefore, you know, you need to reach out and become top of mind in whichever category you operate.
Yeah.
So if you're not in the consideration set of consumers, you don't exist. So I think what Snapdeal has done a very good job of is building that brand, building that awareness. People in India know about deals now, which was not the case before Snapdeal. And some very good deals available on the site. What they're trying to do now is transition into giving deals on products. And when I met Kunal, he spoke about how he's now delivering products to people, even though they're not stocking them. If they get this right, there will be a company to watch out for in my opinion.
They're doing what Flipkart is doing. So the working capital needs will be substantially lower.
My view is that it's a very high quality team, as Hitesh said. I think business model is going through discovery. Because these businesses started out as aiding services businesses for small merchants. And there is a lot of friction in sourcing deals and things like that. And then have migrated to the product business. And when you migrate to the product business, then you are competing with a regular e-commerce site like a Flipkart or a letsbuy.com. So I would still like to watch how the space evolves. So to my mind, it's an interesting model, still going through its discovery process.
Okay.
I think, Shireen, one thing which I like about this team is that they have been able to make that transition. So many they started off as a deal site, and they figured that this market is not going to be huge. But to be able to say, okay, now we will ship products is a big thing. And to be able to evolve that model to shipping products, of course, it remains to be seen whether it will be successful.
What is the future as far as pure play deal sites are concerned? I just want to get a quick word from all of you in on that. Yeah.
So the thing about deal sites is the level of customer loyalty, you know, is something to look out for. Because a deal hunter typically goes online and looks for a deal, and it could be Snapdeal, it could be Maidala, it could be Deals and You, so on and so forth. So, you know, what is the lifetime value of the customer? That's one question. And second is the uniqueness of the deals, right? Today people have, you know, everyone has a spa offering out there, but how many times have you got a spa, you know, like a massage done because of the discount, or the tattoo offerings? I mean, how many times do you get that done just because it's on a discount? Right?
Hopefully not very often.
Not every month, right?
All right, let's now talk about Quicker, the founder, Pranay Chulet. Pranay Chulet claims to be quicker than any other classified engine on the web. After a branding blitzkrieg through 2011, the portal today has more than 40 lakh listings and 2 crore customers visiting its pages every month. Quicker has raised more than 90 crore rupees since 2008, and Pranay is now looking at a mobile version for even quicker growth.
So I know Pranay very well. We went to college together.
Okay. Is that a disclaimer?
That's a different kind of a disclaimer. Okay. So is that good or bad?
So I think they've done a fantastic job of building the product and the brand. I mean, out of all these sites, they have the most traffic. They get about 20 million visits every month. And they have 4 million listings. And they've actually come out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And displaced people who were in this business for a long time.
Yeah.
What remains to be seen is whether they can monetize this traffic. And that's not going to be easy.
And clearly you have the experience of you know, being really within this space.
Yeah. So it's a free site, you know, you can list your listings for free.
Yeah.
And therefore to build a business model around it is not easy.
Himer?
Yeah, I think market leadership is an important thing, and you know, since we don't know the numbers, frankly, tough to tell.
Yeah, it's very tough to get the numbers out of any of these guys. They're all privately held. So.
Exactly, exactly. So, you know, is there really a lot of innovation or kind of differentiation that is there? I do not know. I'm sure they've done, you know, they seem to have done a very good job, but, you know, you have the Sulekhas of the world as well. It's probably a very closely kind of fought race.
Okay.
Yeah.
While you and I may not know the numbers, they managed to get $18–20 million.
Yeah.
And
So
from good names, so somebody knows the numbers, and somebody looked at it, and somebody said, the SME market is a huge market. Monetization, that's the point that was made earlier. I think it's a big challenge on how they'll monetize and whether they will bring in the ad revenue or a percentage revenue somewhere. I think there's a lot yet to be learnt on that.
You know, the big daddy of these sites, Craigslist in the US, is a cult brand.
Yeah.
And they don't have too many employees. It's just that Craig doesn't want to monetize the site. So he doesn't believe in monetizing the site.
Right.
But it's one of the largest sites in terms of traffic in the US.
I don't know if Pranay wants to monetize it or not, or he wants to go to Craigslist. I don't know about that, but we'll have to ask him when we catch up with him.
$18 million, he
Yeah,
has no option.
he has no option but to. He has no
I'm
option
sorry,
but
he
to.
took that call at that point of
I
time.
know. He has no.
Because of that.
So Pranay is going to can't go the Craig way.
He has to
He has to
price the
monetize. All right. Let's now talk about Yebhi.com, founded by Manmohan Agarwal.
Betting big on the over 100 million online user market in India, Manmohan Agarwal founded his e-tail venture Yebhi.com in 2009. From being a niche player selling only footwear, today Yebhi.com e-tails everything from apparel to electronic items, jewelry and even perfumes, making it a one-stop shop for customers. Listing over 300 brands on its portal, the venture today manages over 7,000 transactions every day.
I think it's a good site. I mean, a lot of interesting categories. So they don't play in the same categories as Flipkart, from what I know.
Yeah.
They are into apparel, accessories, you know, bags and stuff like that. Good team with a lot of retail experience behind them. You know, so they've worked in the offline world.
Yeah.
I think that's something which will hold them in good stead, because most of this is not about the internet, it is about managing the back end.
But you know, we're seeing so many players in this space, and we're all talking about how leadership is going to be critical if you actually want to bring in the big bucks as far as this business is concerned. So how do you find that key differentiator? I mean,
Shirin, my view is that because of the friction at the back end, there are going to be multiple winners. Multiple winners would be part general purpose guys like Flipkart, and part would be people who participate in large categories.
okay.
So I feel that Yebhi certainly has a shot at being one of those top 3 firms, alongside Let's Buy and Flipkart, which will evolve as a multi-category leader because of very sharp execution skills.
No, I got into a lot of trouble saying to some of the guys associated, not with this company, but similar companies, to say that the MN of M&A will play a big role. It is the merger thing, because each one of these companies will have something a little unique in the last mile, but not enough to make them stand out by itself. But 3-4 of them put together may have that piece, and it will not be the acquisition side, it will be the merger side where they come together and become a force. I think that's the point Sanjeev is making, that by itself, unless they do something unique, they're not going to scale up, and they have to learn from each other, if not merge with each other.
Okay, that may then be the problem that 99 Labels also faces.
Ishita Swaroop's 99 Labels is a members-only online e-tail venture that offers branded apparel and accessories on discount. Launched in 2009, 99 Labels allows brands to liquidate their excess inventory and offers users up to 50% discount. 99 Labels has partnered with over 2,000 international brands like Calvin Klein, D&G and Mango, and has even managed 1 million subscribers.
Hitesh, you want to talk about 99
I think all
Labels?
these e-commerce companies have two big issues. One is there aren't enough good people to hire for all these companies.
Yeah.
Right? So, and ultimately, if you can't get good people, you will not be able to scale up the business. And the second, piece, I think people are laying a lot of emphasis on the front end.
Yeah.
Not enough effort is going into building the back end.
Back end.
And I used to work at
Yeah.
Hindustan Lever. People know Hindustan Lever for its brands.
Yeah.
But the whole sourcing piece,
Yeah, absolutely.
the inventory management piece,
Yeah.
and the delivery piece.
Yeah.
There are three big animals which need to be sort of sorted out.
Yeah.
And unless and until you hire people with real experience who've done this before, it's going to be very, very difficult. And so a lot of these internet companies are being started by people with who are 25, 27, 28 years old.
Yeah.
Good, solid front-end experience.
Yeah.
But they need to get serious sort of hard hitters at the back end.
Yeah.
And that's, I think, a very hard problem to solve. Because for these 24-year-olds to manage 50-year-old
Yeah.
foggies like us is a very, very hard problem to solve. The cultural problem, the integration
Himir,
problem.
are you finding it easy? You're clearly not in the 50-year-old foggy category yet. So are you finding it easy?
I think, unfortunately, the big differentiator that you were asking about in the
Yeah.
e-commerce business now seems to be who has raised more money.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Clearly, and that was the theme for 2011.
Yeah, precisely. And I don't know whether that's a very good sign. But the people to watch out for are the CEOs who don't get too swayed by that and hunker down and get the execution right. And whether it is YEBHI or 99 Labels or so on and so forth, I don't think the jury is out on that, clearly. It's going to be some time until one knows that who has really got the model right and built it for the long term, and not just until the next round of fundraising 6 months away.
Candid disclaimer from you, Himir, before you start.
Yes, we are investors in Myntra and very proud investors.
We have a right to choose somebody outside the nominees for the jury's award.
we have. Yes, the jury does have a right to choose somebody outside of the list that we've shortlisted.